Step 1. Solar Optimizer and Solar Communication Gateway Installation. Connect the optimizer to solar panel through Solar Connector. Connect optimizer to other optimizers or solar panels. Connect communication gateway and solar panel through Solar Connector. Step 2. Wireless Communication Network Settings, Communication Gateway and Server Communication Connection. After SolarPoint software is successfully installed, open the software and log into your account. Click Networking to Gateway Configuration. Switch to Phone Settings to WLAN Interface and turn on WLAN. Find the hotspot provided by the communication gateway and complete the connection. Click the Connect Gateway button at the bottom of the page. A prompt message after successful connection. Communication gateway supports changing the domain name or IP address and port of the target server. Communication gateway supports data transmission of Wi-Fi and 4G network and supports the interchange of both. Click Get Information to confirm whether the configuration is successful. Configure Wi-Fi. The name supports drop-down selection and manual filling. Wi-Fi password can be filled in manually and modified repeatedly. Click Configure Wi-Fi and wait for the configuration result. Click to get information and confirm the configuration results. After completing the configuration, click Disconnect. After the gateway is powered on again, it returns to the WLAN interface. Turn off WLAN to prevent the gateway from automatically connecting. Next, add the gateway to user account. The opening sequence of the gateway adding page is Home, Networking, Add Gateway. Step 3. Wireless Communication Network Settings, Communication Gateway and Optimizer Communication Connection. The communication method between optimizers and the gateway is 2.4 GHz wireless communication, data transmission via mesh communication solution. The data of the ordinary node optimizer that is farthest from the gateway is finally transmitted to the gateway through multiple data jumps of the transfer node. The communication distance increases with the number of jumps. Up to 4 data jumps are supported. Each gateway communication network is divided into 8 areas. Area 1 to Area 8. Each area is divided into 4 groups. Group 1 to Group 4, 15 sequence numbers in each group, sequence number 1 to 15. Each sequence number represents an optimizer. The gateway itself is also in this communication network. Its default mesh communication location is Area 1, Group 1, sequence number 1. The optimizers in Group 1 in all areas communicate directly with the gateway and no jump. The transit node can only be the optimizer with sequence number 1 to 3 in each group. The communication priority is sequence number 1 greater than sequence number 2 greater than sequence number 3. Optimizer data for the latter group will be transmitted through the group's transit nodes. The loss of the transit node will cause the optimizer that relies on the transit node to be unable to send data normally. According to the mesh communication networking solution introduced above, the following is a wireless communication network between optimizers and the gateway. Click the Optimizer Networking button to enter the page and select the gateway. The networking mode is multiple networking and single networking. The mesh communication location under each gateway cannot be repeated. The mesh communication location corresponding to each optimizer must remain unique. The more optimizers are connected to the network at the same time, the longer the waiting time will be. Don't issue repeated instructions. The server returns the result after completing the networking operation. Optimizer recommends a single networking operation if it's unsuccessful in multiple networking. After the above networking operations, optimizer data has been successfully uploaded to the server, but these optimizers need to be bound to solar modules in user account. Click Power System to create new power station. To create new solar station system, click the Add Modules to Power System button. Add relevant information about solar panels connected to optimizers to the corresponding solar power station. The optimizer bound here must be the one successfully networked with the gateway above. Click the Add More button to add more data. After completing the above data filling, click the Add Module button to finish the addition of solar modules. Click the module list to query the added information. Return to the home page and click the Data button to query the power data of solar modules collected by optimizers.